Mohbad to finally get justice.
Gossips, trending, viral content, celebrity lifestyle. Welcome to Miracle Jameson.
Today makes it 1 month since the passing of Mohbad, and we are yet to get an autopsy from the Nigerian police after they promised 2 weeks. So, my people, a lot of persons are really losing their hope on this case. In fact, a lot of persons have lost their hope. So many people have moved on from the case, while there are still some persons still pushing for justice for Mohbad. For example, Gist Lover is still on this case, and myself, I'm still on this case, because at the end of the day we all want justice for Mohbad. So guys, finally I have an update on the DNA test results, and although the DNA is not really the priority right now, what we want is the autopsy to know what really went wrong, what really happened, to know if the nurse is truly the principal suspect like the police said, because a lot of what the police claimed in that official press video, many things are still yet to be confirmed because there is no autopsy. People were like, why would the police conclude already on his cause of death when the autopsy hasn't really been put out there? So guys, that is it for the autopsy. So moving back to the DNA test results. So guys, you remember I posted on my channel about an insider who actually revealed a lot on this case. So if you remember in that video, I told you guys that Mohbad was 99.9% the father of Liam from the DNA test result that came out from the lab, and I got that information from an insider, and many of you were like, oh, the information is not true, oh yeah, reporting lies and all of that. But finally OGB recent confirmed that the DNA test confirms Mohbad as the father of Liam, and OGB took to his Twitter account to confirm this news. He said DNA test confirms Mohbad is the father of his son Imole. So in case you guys don't know, OGB recent was one of Mohbad's close friends. Like in all the videos you could see of Mohbad and OGB, you could tell they were really close, and even Mohbad introduced his son Liam to OGB. OGB was like carrying Mohbad's son, so they had a really close relationship, and now OGB has confirmed that the DNA test came out 99.9% Mohbad is the father of his son Liam. And guys, this will finally put to rest a whole lot of persons that were pushing for this DNA test, like trying to like distract us from the main focus of this case. Like, shey everybody go rest now when we say DNA don't come out and Mohbad be the papa. Like, I honestly don't know what they were thinking. What if Liam wasn't for Mohbad? What if Mohbad wasn't the father? Does it change anything? People adopt children, for God's sake. It just proves that Mohbad's wife wasn't actually cheating or anything like that. Many persons were just basically speculating on that aspect, but thank God the DNA is out and we await the autopsy. And the fact that the result came out true that Mohbad was indeed the father, it really changes a lot of the narrative people have about this case out there, because many people were already saying, oh, Mohbad's wife was cheating, she had an affair with Naira Marley, Zinoliski and the rest. Honestly, I really found that very funny. For a lady who her name is in his properties, I doubt if she would make that kind of silly move to have the child for another man, knowing that that could jeopardize her plans of even ever getting those properties that were in her name. But I still find it kind of weird that Mohbad's properties were in her name though, but it is what it is. Mohbad probably loved her that much. We still want to know what Wunmi has to say concerning this case. I don't like the fact that Mohbad's wife has been really silent on this case, because now there's another video evidence that just surfaced of Mohbad's arm swollen, like the last video footage of his arm being swollen, like the one he used in hitting the car by mistake, has surfaced online, and it was really in a bad state. Like, Mohbad really needed help at that point, and I really find it funny that nobody even still thought of taking him to the hospital at that moment. It was obvious he was going through a lot of pains, and I feel like the family would have just rushed him right to that hospital. Like, this was really serious. This also debunks the fact that that voice note where a guy was like, oh, he saw Mohbad at the hospital, he took pictures with Mohbad. I think that was all a lie. That was obviously clout, because you could see the kind of pain Mohbad was in. Do you really think someone in that kind of pain will even want to take a picture with a fan or anybody, knowing what he was going through? And with all that we saw, Mohbad obviously passed in his home. You could see he didn't really want to go to that hospital. It was not until the point he passed, like the police reported, that he actually was rushed to that hospital, but it was already too late. And the nurse, on the other hand, probably didn't even know what she was injecting into Mohbad. And at the same time, I won't 100% blame only the nurse. The family, seeing the state of his arm, couldn't even force him to the hospital. Even if he wasn't feeling like he wanted to go to the hospital, you guys would have bundled him in the vehicle, and that would have probably saved his life. Just take a good look at this and you guys will really feel bad for Mohbad. You guys can see how bad the situation already got. Like, in the whole of Lekki, I'm really surprised that they couldn't even find a professional nurse, like an actual nurse. It had to be an auxiliary nurse. In fact, they even said she's a quack nurse. Like, Lekki of all place, like if it were to be my village or a rural area or something, I would understand the fact that that was the best option they could get. But somewhere like Lekki, where houses are sold for over R1 billion, or I don't know how much they even sell those houses, but they are actually very expensive. And the fact that the personalities that live there, they are very big, they are rich people, so I would expect that one or two celebrities probably had the connect with a family doctor or something, or a professional nurse at least, since Mohbad didn't want to go to the hospital. But the truth of the matter is that they would have indeed rushed him to the hospital. They would have forced him because he had no other option. You can see how bad the hand got. And you know, there's also a video where someone was holding that particular arm, like that same spot that is actually swollen. Someone was holding it at his last performance at Ikorodu, during where the crowd were like touching him and the rest. Someone held that same spot, and it's that same spot that is swollen in this video. They should actually find that guy that was holding his hand, because a lot of persons were like, oh, it's just a security. You can't really trust people nowadays because the world is wicked. You can imagine, just recently Nigerian artist Skills was actually raided by the EFCC, although he wasn't arrested by the agency, but his friends who actually came there to work with him were actually arrested based on the fact that the EFCC said they were involved in a dating scam, a dating relationship scam. And when they tried searching for something on Skills' phone and the rest, they didn't find anything incriminating or anything illegal. That was the reason he gave why he wasn't arrested, because a lot of persons were really saying, oh, why didn't they pick Skills if they could pick his guys? Even these people they picked, they said Skills is their mentor. I don't know if they said that to try to get him into the same fate they found themselves in. Just recently, again on the 9th of October, a police officer was actually sentenced to death by hanging. So this man was sentenced because he ended the life of a lawyer, a Nigerian lady named Bolanle Rahim. And this man actually did this last year around December time, and he was trigger happy. He actually pulled the trigger on this lady, and that was how he ended a young, promising life. But finally, justice has been served and he has been sentenced. This is what we want for this Mohbad case. We actually pray the justice goes like this. Let everybody involved going for it for everything they caused to Mohbad. He didn't deserve any of that. Nobody deserves any of that. And as for Prime Boy, his mother actually came out some days ago as well, begging the general public and begging the police to release her son, that her son is innocent, that in fact she cooks for both Mohbad and Prime Boy, that they were best of friends, and that the shop she owns, Mohbad was actually the one who paid for it, and Mohbad was kind to her and her son, that she doesn't see any reason why Prime Boy would actually end Mohbad's life.
sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀yin abiyamọ tòótọ́ ni mo ní bá sọ̀rọ̀ torí tí mo yẹ jáde o ẹ jọ̀ọ́ torí Ọlọ́run ẹ ṣàánú fún mi o Ìyábọ̀ Òjó bóyá ń lọ tó ń bọ̀ ọ̀nà òní dímọ̀ ẹ o ayé òní gbọmọ lọ́wọ́ ẹ Ìyábọ̀ Òjó ẹ dìde ìrànlọ́wọ́ fún mi o mo mọ̀ pé ó máa ń sọ òótọ́ ló máa ń sọ ayé òde ní gba ọpọlọ ẹ o ẹ jọ̀ọ́ torí Ọlọ́run dìde ìrànlọ́wọ́ fún mi ìyá prime boy ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ o ìyá prime ní o ẹ jọ̀ọ́ o mi ìfẹ́ mi ní ẹni tí o mi ní èèyàn mi ní ẹni kankan o ọmọ nítorí ẹ̀ ni mo yẹ ká ọmọ mi ní bí èèyàn ṣe ní ìtẹ́lọ́rùn gbogbo nǹkan tó bá ní ṣòye yín ẹ jọ̀ọ́ torí Ọlọ́run mo nídìí ìrànlọ́wọ́ yẹn dìde ìrànlọ́wọ́ fún mi gbogbo ẹ̀yin abiyamọ Mohbad gangan ikú ẹ̀dùn èmi gangan àti Ibrahim gangan fún ara mi ikú ẹ̀dùn àwọn méjèèjì kò sẹ́ni tó lè ràn ọmọ mi lọ́wọ́ ẹ jọ̀ọ́ torí Ọlọ́run ìrẹsì ni mò ń ta o mi kọjá àyè mi o ẹnu ọ̀nà lèmi dẹ̀ ni mo ti ń ta ọmọ mi ò kọjá àyè mu mi ìnẹ́ni tó ń pààyàn nínú ìran mi Mohbad tẹ́lẹ̀ ń sọ yìí èmi àti ẹ̀ lájọ́ gbé pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ mi ẹ lọ béèrè kẹwàá ságbó wa kẹwàá béèrè èmi àti wọn ní 24 hours lájọ máa wà bí ibi tí mo ti ń ta oúnjẹ ń ta bí Mohbad ló kàn bẹ̀ fún mi ìgbà káfíńtà òun ló kàn bẹ̀ fún mi òun àtàwọn Ibrahim lọ́jọ́ kàn bẹ̀ fún mi ẹjọ́ ṣe kó ọmọ náà ló máa wúlò fún mi àbí Ibrahim ló fẹ́ wúlò fún àwọn èèyàn ti fi Mohbad dá mi lóró wọn jẹ́ kí n jèrè ẹ wọn jẹ́ jèrè iṣẹ́ wàhálà tó mo ṣe lórí ẹ̀ tó ṣe àsìkò tó fẹ́ máa ràn mí lọ́wọ́ òun ló mú Mohbad kúrò ẹ má jẹ́ tún gba Ibrahim lọ́wọ́ mi ẹjọ́ ẹ má jẹ́ kó gba Ibrahim lọ́wọ́ mi ẹjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run ẹ̀yin abiyamọ ẹ ṣàánú mi lórí ọ̀rọ̀ prime ẹjọ́ o àmísàtò àti ẹjọ́ ẹ dìde ìrànlọ́wọ́ fún mi o Ìyábọ̀ Òjó ẹjọ́ ẹ dìde ìrànlọ́wọ́ fún mi ẹjọ́ o ara yóò ní gbọmọ lọ́wọ́ yín ẹjọ́ ẹ ṣàánú mi lórí Ibrahim ẹjọ́ o obìnrin yìí o mo pè yín omi ìnẹ́nì kankan mi ò ní ìyá mọ́ mi ní bàbá kò sí olówó kankan nínú ìran mi eléyìí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí ti pọ̀ jọjọ orí mi lọ ju omi ní agbára kankan Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kí n jẹ gbèsè gbogbo àwọn ọjọ́ lọ́jà tí mo lọ ń gbà gbèsè tí wọ́n dé ẹ ṣàánú mi ẹ má yẹ kó gbọmọ mi o ẹ ṣàánú mi ẹ fojú àánú wò mi ẹjọ́ o ẹjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run ẹ ní wọ́n ti gba Mohbad lọ́wọ́ mi ẹ má yẹ kó tún gba prime boy lọ́wọ́ mi ẹ ṣàánú mi.
So guys, for the last news of today, we have Mohbad's father who told BBC Pidgin yet again that the reason he actually buried Mohbad quick was because he was denied a police report at the station, so he had no other option than to bury him. So that was the reason Mohbad's father gave to BBC Pidgin. I already just explained it to you guys to save the stress of subtitling it. So guys, this is where I'll end the video for today. I have more updates coming on this Mohbad case. Yes, I just received more updates, but I'll give you guys those updates in the next video. So guys, this is where I'll end this one for now. It's been your boy Miracle James, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.